welcome to the Procurement Signal, the show that tunes into the future of procurement. In every episode, we dive straight into how modern teams are transforming supplier relationships, elevating vendor management, tackling supplier risk, and driving real sustainability impact. If you're ready to rewire procurement from a back-office function to a strategic powerhouse, you're in the right place. This is your signal. Amplify what procurement can be.
Let's be honest. Most supplier management programs are just glorified fire drills. Something breaks, everyone jumps on a call to yell about it, and then the whole thing goes quiet for 6 months until renewal season rolls around. If that's your rhythm, you don't have a strategy. You've built a crisis management reflex. Today on the Procurement Signal, we're diving into governance. It may be the least sexy word in procurement, but it's the hidden engine powering every high-performing Fortune 500 supply chain. And we're going to talk about 3 things that will help you to shift from reactive firefighting to a predictable operating cadence that actually creates value. So let's dive in. Governance is simply a predictable rhythm. It works because there's a cadence. Similarly, with vendors and your internal stakeholders, you need a cadence. In procurement, effective governance relies on 3 pillars. Number 1, the pre-work. Stop using QBRs, that is, quarterly business reviews, to read data for the first time or make fancy presentations. Or even worse, let your supplier use this valuable time to sell you their other offerings. If you are sitting through a meeting where a vendor reads a PowerPoint of information you already have, or perhaps you may be seeing the data for the first time, either way you are wasting time and money. Request data to be sent early. Ensure both sides do a pre-read. In this way, you can use the meeting to discuss and come up with solutions or next steps. Send vendor scorecards at least 5 days early. Do not surprise the vendor, or things may get into a debate rather than having productive discussions. Number 2, stick to the meeting agenda. Is the vendor meeting an operational one or a business review? Both these meetings are important, but they serve different purposes. Operational meetings must be short, frequent with a limited audience. They must be used to cover the day-to-day things like tracking vendor performance to contract, open risks, open issues, and upcoming changes. Vendor business reviews are completely different. While an operational snapshot could be provided for context, the discussion should be all about the partnership. How has the vendor helped you evolve through their products or services, and assess the value coming out of the partnership in terms of broader themes such as risk management, outstanding quality, mature business process, and any other metrics that talk beyond cost savings. Number 3, assign clear action owners, deadlines, and consequences for an action. If an action item comes out of a governance meeting and isn't addressed within the agreed time frame, then it needs escalation. The escalation mechanism depends on the severity of an action. For example, during the Q1 governance meeting, vendor ABC committed to deliver a revised incident response playbook by March 15th. As of April 15th, no draft has been provided, no progress update has been shared, and follow-up requests have gone unanswered. This inaction requires escalation. Due to the vendor's lack of action on a critical governance item, the issue was escalated to vendor ABC's regional service delivery manager for immediate attention. The delay poses operational and compliance risks and is now impacting your ability to finalize the business continuity plan. Failure to meet the revised deadline will trigger a formal performance notice under the contract and will influence the upcoming quarterly performance scorecard. The scorecard is taken into consideration during vendor contract renewals. This example clearly defines the issue, the escalation path, and consequence due to inaction. Remember, vendor governance is not just about reporting. It's also about understanding value. Imagine from your vendor governance process, you are able to suggest vendor consolidations to senior management or keep the vendor risk within your business risk appetite. Governance goes beyond relationships. It should turn vendor management into a data-driven insights powerhouse. Often teams burn out because they try to govern 500 vendors. Well, you simply can't. Strategic governance requires ruthless prioritization. A vendor tiering model helps in prioritizing governance and risk management for business-critical impact, while keeping a check on your tactical or transactional ones. A Tier 1 vendor would be high impact, likely carrying higher risk. These vendors would need monthly check-ins and quarterly business reviews, with some executive presence. Your Tier 2 vendors are important, mid-level critical. Quarterly check-ins with half-yearly business reviews may work for these type of vendors. Now, Tier 3 vendors are tactical, and they will likely comprise more than 50% of your vendor list. Keep governance to an annual cadence. You need to know what's going on in their business, so investing in some monitoring technology that can provide prompts or notifications when things change might be worthwhile. In summary, if you treat a commodity stationary provider with the same governance rigor as your primary cloud provider, you are being inefficient, and vendor governance will be quite challenging for you. Thanks for tuning in to the Procurement Signal. If you enjoyed today's episode, share it with a colleague. They'll thank you later. And that's what the Procurement Signal is here to do. Amplify the real value of procurement and help teams everywhere step into their strategic power. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, share it with your team, and join us next time on another transformative procurement topic. Click on the link in the podcast notes or comment section to get your free PDF for this episode. Stay curious and keep tuning into the signal.